I am going to a hearing at the Motor Vehicle Department on April 23rd to speak to some inspector about this $200 fee they want to nail me for something they call that I had a lapse of no insurance for a period of time, during which the whole thing was created because my premium was gouged up spectacularly from under $300 to over $1,100 because of the only reason that I had a lapse. In other words, I sold my vehicle, I didn't buy another vehicle, and then later when I bought this vehicle, I went to get the insurance and they said, well, now we're going to charge you this staggering amount of money because you had a lapse. Now, you would think that the Motor Vehicle Department would understand that there isn't one accident ever caused because of a lapse. Period. In other words, the accidents are created because the driver, this is the Motor Vehicle Department, okay? These are supposedly people who understand something about what they're actually regulating. So there's people that smack their cars up because they're drunk, because they're speeding, because their brakes failed, because of some other mechanical failure in their vehicle, or they went through a red light or a stop sign, or didn't signal they were taking a turn, or a variety of things that they did to create that accident, but not one, ever. Well, we had this accident because nothing was wrong. We were driving fine, everything was slick, but we had a lapse. So bang, we smashed this car up. No, never happened. Not even one time. Zero, okay? But we're going to let this insurance company, the whole bunch of them, because I called a bunch of them, you'd think, well, hey, okay, no problem. You got a good record. You were with Geico. You were paying under $300. We'll be glad to take your account. It's just money that goes into the bank. Period. This guy never has an accident. He's paying attention. He's driving along. Okay? He's not drunk. He's not speeding. He's not going through red lights or any of those things. His car's running fine. The brakes are working perfectly, etc. Okay? So, we're going to let this insurance company just rip him off. We're supposed to be law enforcement. We'll enforce the law because that is crazy on its face that they could be allowed to just rip me off. And the Connecticut Insurance Department is paid off. You're not paid by insurance companies. You're paid by the state of Connecticut. In other words, all of us put money in, tax money, to pay your salary to do the job, which was to enforce the law, okay? Enforce the law. You're doing the opposite. You're involved in a conspiracy with insurance companies. You're not even getting a payoff. That's how dumb you are, okay? You're just going along, not even thinking about any of it, because you don't even know your job. You're totally out of it. Okay? But I could file a lawsuit against the Connecticut Insurance Department because it's not even a state agency. It just has a name. It's a phony, absolute department. It's phony. It's paid for by the insurance companies. Okay? How phony? Do you think the jurors don't understand that in a court of law? Wait a minute. Their money that they get for this Connecticut Insurance Department is coming from the insurance industry. They want to be able to do anything. They want to rip people off, okay? We'll just make them pay more because they had a lapse. So, they don't even want the people who are causing the accidents on their cell phone to be charged more just because they have a cell phone. Okay? That's how stupid they are. They don't understand that these people are driving along with their cell phone and listening and smashing in. to things because their attention is diverted. They might as well be drunk. They can't think. Their brains are screwed up with the cell phone, okay? But they can go ahead, and they don't pay another penny because they don't even ask you. When you ask them to buy a policy, do you have a cell phone? Oh yeah, well we charge more for that. Okay. You want to keep the cell phone, and you pay. You pay more for your auto insurance because you're the ones that are smashing the cars up. The ones that are on the cell phones. And everybody's on them. You just look at them. And they're walking around with the damn cell phone in their head. And that's, or they're looking at it and they're doing the texting. They're texting. Okay? They're driving down the street texting. Well, of course they're smashing up into people because of this. Okay? And you don't pay any more for texting or for having your cell phone. But if you don't have a car, if you have nothing, and then they have the nerve, they have the absolute nerve of saying, well, you could have bought a policy. You could have kept paying even though you had no car. We would love that. We have no risk at all. You don't have a car. Okay? So, beautiful. Give us some money for nothing. And they tell you that too. They actually tell you that. Every one of them, I've asked them. Yep. Buy a policy. Well, you don't have a car. Sure, we'd be glad to take your money. There's no risk whatsoever. Okay? Because somebody else could smash into you. But if you don't have a car, they can't. You're not even driving. Okay? Jesus, man. But we'll take your money. Stupid. Who's stupid here? Huh? That's what I want to know. Who's stupid? To have the nerve to say such a thing. That's incredibly stupid, okay? And every one of them say it. So if the motor vehicle department doesn't believe me, then call up and tell me you want to buy an insurance policy. Okay? And tell them that you didn't have a car for so many years, or days, or weeks, or whatever it is. You had a lapse. Oh, you have to have another policy in 14 days or you have a lapse. That's right. 14 days, you better get a car. Or you'll have a lapse and we can nail you for a whole bunch of money. Okay? What kind of crazy, stupid, nutso, idiotic crap is this? So we're going to find out. Okay? They want to charge me $200. Now we'll just see what they have to say. Okay? Because we need to clear this up right away. Right away. This is very simple. Let's not dilly-dally around here. Okay, baby? Thank you very much.